Okay, so I went for this really dark red, burgundy, vampy kind of color on the lips. Kind of going with this C&D Vinylex in, what is it, Oxblood. Not a favorite nail polish in itself, because I had to put it on 3 coats to get this color. And still, and I have short nails, like it's just coming out to the fingertip. So if you think of that, it's a really like thin formula. And it's not normal in these nail polishes at all. Especially in the shiny ones, they're kind of thick actually. And harder to put on because they're thick. So I was a bit surprised, but yeah, the color is awesome. It's kind of a jelly look to it. And this one is Dior 964. Is it Ambitious Matte or? Yeah, Ambitious Matte. So is this kind of dark burgundy red. And it feels pretty good on the lips, I have to say, compared to all kinds of other mattes that I've tried. With those dark lips, I prefer a matte-ish kind of formula, because then it stays on, of course, a bit better. And in the end, I didn't use this light color around it, which maybe I should have, but I won't do it now anymore. But usually I do this color around it just to brighten it up a bit around, and yeah, but I won't do it now anymore. So that's kind of it. Thanks again for watching, and hope you're using all your colors and enjoying them. Oh, and actually I started by using this lip maximizer from Dior. It's a bit tingly, I don't know if it really does anything more. After I scrub them, I just put this one on. And then I will use this Elizabeth Arden Lip Fix cream. It's kind of a, you know, just to keep it in place. Like a primer for the lips. And I will let it sit a bit, and I will probably do a little bit something tiny on the eyes. So I will just give those a little prime as well with this Dior primer. I will just use again this Essence eyeshadows, the nudes. Why not? So this really light one on the brow bone, it's a matte one. And I will probably go with these two in the crease. Maybe not together, maybe together. I will start with this one today. Just a fluffy brush like that, and see if it's how dark this one is. Yeah, it's nice. Actually, a bit darker than I thought it will be. I find sometimes with this is like you touch, you see it becomes much darker when after you take some out. You know, it looks lighter than you think it is. So that's kind of a nice surprise, I think. And they're very creamy. As I said I made a video with these two palettes that I have from Essence, and the bronze one and this one, and I really like them. So yeah. And it's nice and handy, you know, not too big. So a little bit of this darker one as well. A little bit lower down maybe. And I don't want it too much now then, since I want the dark lip. So I think I will just use this one, has some sheen. I will use this one on the lid itself. It's more of a slight pink tone to it like that. And it really is just like a sheen. So no big glitters or anything in these eyeshadows. I really like it. They're really nice and smooth, even for mature eyelids. So I really like that. I'm putting some in here in the inner corner as well, just even if it's a big brush. I'm using a bit of this eyeliner from this trio from Dior. This one, it's like a really dark brown black liner. And yeah, so I will use that one. I could use it wet, of course. I will start with it dry and see if I want it, you know, wet. Because I really want it like really close to my blonde lashes, but maybe for that I need to make it wet, so I will have to see. Maybe a tiny bit more up here. A little bit. I like it when it's a little bit thicker in the outer corner, even if it's not a eyeliner look thing, which I don't do those. If I do something, you know, like close to even eyeliner, it will be like something like this, that it's just down here. Yeah, a tiny bit when it's already here, that it will go here, out here. This one is almost drooping already because you know, so I will do the same thing here maybe. Get it under the eye as well. Just a tiny bit. And I will probably clean it up a tiny bit because well, that's pretty strong, eh? It got a bit stronger than I thought actually. Okay, so I think for the eyes it might be even enough like this. Just to do the, of course, the brows, I want them, you know, much darker. And I'm using this YSL mascara. It's just a sample, baby doll. Yeah, I really like this one. But I'm putting it on like, just with a, this is not what I have, just a cardboard like this. Of course, you can use something a little bit nicer looking than this. I just did this yesterday, so I will use this one today and then I will throw it out. But it's so easy to do it because you get all the nastiness on the cardboard, on the card you use, whatever you use. And then nice lashes, so yeah. Since I'm doing this, I actually like putting mascara on. I didn't used to enjoy that much, so you know. Also this mascara is really nice actually, but okay, so yesterday I watched a video from Lisa Eldridge. She did a red lip with first filling it in with a lip brush like this, and then after, you know, going over where it was missing, like to fill in places with the pencil. So I will try that. I usually do it the other way around. It's because my lips are so crooked that, you know, I don't know if this is gonna work for me, but maybe it works better even. So I'm taking this 964 matte lipstick from Dior. It's called something also. Ambitious Matte. So yeah, I will try that way today. I tend to go out from the view completely when I'm doing things, so. Oh, I love this color. My problem is really the Cupid's bow and this area, because I had a tattoo like over 16 years ago. Kind of tattoo for the lips, and it wasn't made, you know, in a good way, so it actually doesn't help me at all. She did her best, but she was new at it. Okay, I will blot it and then go around it with the pencil. And then again, blot it a few times and put it on a few times. That's what she did. So I will do the same thing. See if it will work better. Now it's like a stain, so maybe it's actually easier for me to fill in the, you know, what I think is missing. So I will try and do that. Okay, so after that I will go in with the lipstick, just straightly like this from the bullet. And do it 3 times and like blot it in between. That was the first time. I love the matte look of this. So I think I need to sharpen the pencil and go over a little bit more now after I put it on 3 times and I blot it in between. But now you have the, like, you get the real color from it. I love it. I really love this color. So I sharpened the lip pencil. I should have done this from the beginning, of course. And now I'll go around it after I blot it again. Let me do it just a little bit again. Because if it's too slippery, not much comes off, you know. If it's too slippery, this won't work for me. Does it look the same now? This is like, because this side is round, or it's the other way around. I don't know, but they're so different, my sides on the lips as well, so it's kind of a little bit of a struggle, but I love having those, you know, colors on my lips, so I just have to struggle and well, one more time I will put it on without the blotted maybe. So I might go over around the lips with this beige kind of, it's an eye pencil, eye kohl, but I use it just for this. But first I will do the forehead and with this compact powder from Givenchy. Just when I have the bangs, that's almost all I do. I might do some bronzer, but you know, no real like liquid foundation or anything like that, because it just goes in the lines. This actually might go in the lines too if I have like too much of a sunscreen on, or I put it on like too close to the sunscreen. But now it's been there for a while, so it shouldn't make a problem. Yeah, I think it's okay. And then I will also do the brows, of course. Okay, so for the brows, I'm taking this Clarins brow kit that looks like that. It's the older version of it. And just the two lighter colors. Starting from the, you know, not from the beginning completely. Just I leave like this much without putting on straight from the color, like that. Just to fill in the something like this. The same here, and then I will soften the beginning a bit and use a gel on top. Okay, so now I just have to do the skin, and I think I will go for Touche Eclat today, the darker color BD10 that I have, because it's so nice to put it on and easy to put it on. So I'm taking that one today, and just a wet sponge or damp sponge, first with my fingertips and then a damp sponge, and I always mix them a bit, of course, those liquid foundations. And then I will be back for something a little bit on the skin, and that's it. Now, I know with this lip I should really like keep on covering all the redness that I have, but that's like being with a concealer on my face. So, but here there's something really red. Maybe a bit here I should put some. So I don't know if I can use this one by itself from Dior. The Flash Luminizer. It does have a pinky kind of go to it. I will try this one just by itself here. It's very thin, so I don't know if it's doing a lot, but maybe it doesn't have to do a lot. Maybe it has to do just a bit. Like this kind of thing down here. And don't want to go close to the lips with anything. Here maybe a bit, where there's these wrinkles. Here it looks a bit dark still. I will take a tiny bit of this one, just a tiny bit, maybe just on my hand a bit. So I'm putting a little bit of this, I don't know if that's a little bit, but here I think it looks really dark actually. Maybe that would be a good idea. And yeah. Okay, so I tried to conceal a little bit under my eyes. And I have to set it because I have to. It's sticky and it will just, you know, straightly show my redness if I don't do anything. So I'm using this Yossi Beton HD loose powder. There's some color in it, but you know, it's very finely milled, so it doesn't like really show, I think. But I hope it does a little bit of a coverage more than it is now, because it does need a little bit more. I'm just taking a kind of a fluffy brush, and I do go over quite a layer, so I don't just, you know, do the opposite. And also close to the lips. And here where it's really red, and I try to cover it, but I hope it's enough. I don't use this one usually under the eye, but I will try and use it. And here where I also put concealer in here. Yeah, maybe it's not too bad. Okay, so what I saw Lisa Eldridge, she used kind of a pinkish cheek color for this, so I will try the same. Why not? Yeah. So I'm using this Shiseido pink. It's not a bright pink, so it's kind of easy to use, I think. I will take this color a little bit up here too. I used to do that all the time, so, you know, take the same color I used on the, especially if I don't have a big eye look, you know. It's kind of nice to have a little bit of it here. Just to tie it together a bit more. Highlighter. I will do a highlighter and this and then blend it together kind of. I'm using this highlighter from Dior in number 1. And then I will blend them together because when I do my blush like this, it looks kind of like it's stuck in one place. Yeah. So something like that. Just going straight like that. Kind of until here. That I won't get it in here in this area, you know, that's kind of just looking sweaty, and I think. Is that enough? I don't know, I love putting highlighters on. I don't know what it is with them. It just brings a little bit of glow and life back to, you know, really matte and, you know, tired looking skin, I suppose. I don't know if I have enough on my cheeks. It looks a bit like pale still, but doesn't it? I'm asking like if somebody can answer me. I just feel like it's a bit pale. Should I put a little bit more maybe? It's like you see only the lips on me. So I'm taking this Sisley kind of a pinkish blush too, but with some sheen to it. I'm using the same brush, but I'm taking the other side of it. Yeah, it's a little bit more like a bright pink. I'm going like this a bit. Oh, that's nice. Now I can see it also in real life. I hope I won't put too much on now. Maybe that's enough. A little bit here. I don't know why I like having it on the nose. It's like I've been outside in the cold weather in Finland. I suppose I miss it a bit, but not too much. You know, it's not that nice to be in really cold weather, I have to say, because then you just freeze your cheeks and your toes, and yeah, it's kind of nostalgic, I suppose, to feel fresh when you're in a hot climate. So now I think I have enough color on the cheek as well to balance it out a bit, because it is a really, really dark color, but I love those dark colors in winter. Also on my nails, so yeah, it's not the same, but you know, it's really the same family of colors. Yeah, so hope you enjoy your colors as well. And you know, like I made a few videos when I'm getting like really kind of frustrated with my eyelids, the way they start to be droopy and wrinklish and full of loose skin falling down on my lashes, especially this eye. So then it's kind of nice to go for something else instead and give the eyes a little break. Yeah, and give yourself a little break too with the eyes. So that's kind of nice. Have a really good day and a nice fall or winter wherever you live, or summer. And hope to see you next time. Thanks again for watching.